Welcome back to another episode of Joyful Mates. I'm your host, Anthony Hartcher, and I'm your Joyful Journey mentor. As you can see, things are improving, which is great, and I'm along a journey of book writing. And this is another chapter of the book, and this chapter is orientated around the companions of happiness. So I'm dividing my book into companions of happiness as well as thieves and traps of happiness. So I have covered some thieves and traps of happiness in previous episodes, but this episode specifically on a companion of happiness. And the companion of this chapter is mortality and the connection with mortality. So connection with your mortal being. In essence, connection that our presence in a physical body is not forever lasting. So we have a finite time our spirit has a finite time inside of this physical body, and then it is liberated and goes into another realm, another dimension. So if we embrace the fact that we have a mortal, we're a mortal being as a spirit and physical being in one, and we want to see every day as if it could be our last day. So I treat every day as if it's my last day and make sure I'm working on the most important things in my life. Because imagine that you're alive today, you did things that weren't important to you, and then for whatever reason, you were chosen to leave this dimension. So for me, I don't know when I'm going to leave this dimension. And for me, it is making sure I prioritize every day as if it's my last. And the connection with happiness or fulfillment is that you're focused on your priorities. So you want to see it as, if this was my last day, what would I be eating? What would I be doing? What would I be saying? How would I be experiencing life? And I do that every day. So every day, every task and every action of every day is aligned to what's most important to me. And therefore, my life is very aligned to what is most important to me. And I live every day as that experience. And so for me, if I were to be chosen to go into the next dimension, whatever point, it would be okay. I don't mind. This could be my last recording for all I know, but I don't dwell. I don't know when that is, so I don't focus on that. So I'm not focused on the fact that I'm not here forever. I focus on the fact as if this was my last moment in time, would this be the decision, or is this what I would be doing in this last moment of time? And absolutely, if I wasn't going to, live another day, I'd certainly be recording episodes and enhancing and enlightening your well-being and taking you on your happiness journey and helping you find fulfillment. So that's certainly how I approach every day. And I think the other part of connection with mortality is, throughout my life, I've had various run-ins with thinking, well, that was a near miss. So plenty of near misses. I can still visualize those near misses, and I don't negate them or don't throw them away. I think, wow, that's a wake-up call to stay focused on priorities, because I don't know when this last day in this dimension is going to be, and so therefore I must live by priority. So that, this morning I have my fantastic routine where I get up and go down to the beach with my daughter Sophia, and we do a swim in the ocean. There's no better way of starting the day. I go home and then have breakfast with the family. I, say goodbye to the family, give them more cuddles and kisses, and then I get on with my day based on priority. What's the most important thing that I should be focusing on in order to write this book, in order to serve my clients, in order to continue to lead and guide you in your direction of fulfillment. So that's how I set up my day. And I want to maximize my health. I continue to look after myself, because I would even do that on my last day. Like, my last meal wouldn't be junk food. My last meal would probably be a great healthy meal that I love. I certainly wouldn't go against my values, and I have a high value on health. So I'd be living my value, which would be having a nice healthy meal. And so I make sure every meal I have every day is a good one, right? Is something that's well aligned to my values and something I like and enjoy. I really want you to be living your life as if it was your last day, and taking every decision as a serious decision, not as a I've got an unlimited amount of time, is just think you just don't know when that time is up, and thinking, is this something that I'd want to do if I only had a week to live? Is this something I'd want to do if I only had a month to live? I live day by day. And for me, it's really made me embrace life for what it is and to appreciate every day. I think the other thing it helps me do, this connection with mortality, is greater appreciation for everyone and everything in my life. Like, I'm appreciative. I'm saying thank you to all the time to everyone that's doing something for me. And I express that in words. I express that in text. I express that in emails, how much I appreciate their contribution to my life and helping me live my dreams. And so I want you to live each day as if it's your last, and then show that how much, that you let people know that how much you appreciate them and how much you love them. So don't wait until you're on your deathbed, or don't think that you have a infinite life. We have a finite life. And so embrace that concept. Well, you can't deny it. So there's no point of being in denial, thinking I'll live forever, because it's not true. No matter what you do around longevity, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be here forever in this physical presence. I'll certainly be in some other presence in another realm, but I'm okay with that. I'm just going to maximize this presence in this physical realm and do what I can to fulfill what's most important to me. And so I don't do people pleasing. I don't do it, because if I was in my last week of my life or last month, I certainly wouldn't be people pleasing. I would be doing everything that's important to me and expressing thanks and gratitude for those around me, love and gratitude for those around me, and all the things in my life that can help me contribute to be the best person I could be. Those last days, I'd still be striving to be the best version of me, and I'm constantly doing that every day. So I think in wrapping up this episode is, make sure you embrace the fact that you're not immortal. You have mortality, that you're not going to be here forever. You don't know when the last day is. Best to live every day as if it's your last. Embrace life. Embrace the fact that you wake up. Embrace the fact that, yes, I'm awake, I'm alive for another day. That's what I do. And think, how would I like to live this day? So I really want you to wake up and embrace the day, live the moment, make decisions as if they're your last decisions, almost important decisions, and make sure those decisions are aligned to what's most important to you. And continue to listen to this podcast as I go on my journey. And I certainly hope this is not my last recording. So I hope you hear from me again. But I just wanted to share this companion chapter on connection with mortality. I'll probably have more to share as it comes into my mind, but I'm just sharing what's come into my mind thus far. I might even, I can probably share a story now. Like, most recent brush with death was, I was on the freeway with my family in the car. My wife was driving. We were heading back from holidays to the city, to home. And all of a sudden, this car blew its engine, and the engine blew around, like they were in the far left lane, we were in the far right lane, which is, I don't know if it was a blessing or a curse. But uh, we couldn't see. We had no visibility. The smoke was everywhere. They, their car kept going, and they were probably looking to pull over somewhere, and we just couldn't see. So our brakes went on heavily because we couldn't see what was in front of us. We didn't know what was in front of us. We had no visibility, or very little. Could see a meter or two in front of us in the car. And this is driving 100 k's an hour on the freeway. And then we didn't know if there was anything close behind us. And so we were embracing that there was nothing close behind us, because if they didn't know we slammed on our brakes, then they would be straight away into us. And so that was my most recent brush with death. And that was only a month ago, and certainly, made me think about it, and hence record this episode. But I do take them as timely reminders that I was fortunate in that instance that no one was behind us and no one went in the back of us, because I could have lost my kids. They were in the back seat. My wife and I may have survived. We could be kidless at this point in time. And so it made me appreciate them more, made me appreciate my wife, my family, and that life is short. We have a finite time. We don't know when that time is up. So embrace every day, live as if it's your last, and continue to make decisions as if they're the most important decisions, and don't do things that are people pleasing or things that you don't want to do. So I hope that was an insightful episode, and stay tuned for more insightful episodes. And I'm going to continue to provide insights, and I'm certainly praying that this is not my last recording. So thanks for tuning in, and please share it with others that you think will find value in this episode. Thank you.